video. Hey everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video review, and today we're going to be reviewing the movie Paranormal Activity. Paranormal Activity. This is a movie that my girlfriend wanted to see. This is not something I particularly wanted to see. I'm going to tell you guys up front, I don't like horror films. It's not because I get scared, it's actually the opposite. It's because I don't get scared. I've been desensitized by Buffy and Angel and all the other stuff that I exposed myself to, that things just don't scare me anymore. So there's no really any thrill for me to go to a horror film. Actually, I'll sit down and I'll watch something like Halloween and I'll be like, why the fuck are you running from the guy? Just shoot him and beat the shit out of him. I mean, horror films don't intrigue me, so you can definitely tell this is something that my girlfriend wanted to watch. The concept of this movie is very much similar to the Blair Witch Project. The Blair Witch Project. And it is obviously a fictional movie that is done in a documentary-like style to make it look real. And the concept of this movie is that there is this couple. What are their names? I forget their names. They were that not important. So let's give them names, shall we? We'll call them Jesse and James of Team Rocket. There we go. That works. So, there's this couple, Jesse and James. Again, I don't know their names. We'll just call them that. The story is that the girl has always had this this kind of presence, this supernatural presence in her life that's always been following her throughout her life. Her boyfriend is very skeptical. However, he sets up cameras in the house and he tries to capture this paranormal activity on camera. And again, it's done in a documentary-like style to make it look real. Eventually, things start to get freaky and shit starts to go down, and both of them are starting to fear for their lives because a lot of bad stuff is happening. That's the basic gist of the movie. The story itself. I don't want to reveal the ending, although I've heard there's 3 endings, which I will go into at the end of the video. So if you don't want to hear about the endings and if you don't want any spoilers, then at the end of the video I'll tell you spoiler alert. So that's the basic gist of the movie. Now again, I'm going to try to review this from a standpoint of myself and also someone that is that does enjoy horror films, because originally Mrs. Cutter was going to do this review with me, but she's been busy lately, and I've been busy lately, and we just haven't been able to sit down and do the review. We've been going out and doing other stuff. But on to the concept. Well, see, I like the show Ghost Hunters. I don't know why. It's kind of not that great of a show. I mean, every 5 seconds, it's like, what is that? What is that? But I like paranormal stuff. And I like the way that this was done in documentary-like style. The first thing you have to understand is this is all fake. So don't try to believe this is real. But I like how they handled it. I liked how they set up the cameras. I like how I did like the acting. The acting was the best that they could do in this situation. Although you can tell that the actors were acting, they were doing a very good job at making it feel natural. They would stutter on some words, their mannerisms. I mean, they would be like fixing their eyes every once in a while. So the acting wasn't actually that bad. I know, I'm surprised too. The boyfriend is absolutely hilarious. At one point in the movie, he's going out trying to get the ghost to come out, and he goes, "Who are you? What is your name? What is your quest? What is your favorite color, you fucker?" Tell me what movie that's from. A great movie too. But the acting isn't that bad. You can tell it's acting, you can tell it's fake, but they do a good job at making it fake. So I didn't mind the acting. The effects, the ghost-like effects, weren't that bad either. I guess the real thing is that nothing really the biggest problem with this film is nothing really happens until like an hour into it. I think it's an hour and a half long. I mean, a few things happen here and there, but it's just sitting down and watching these people talk about ghosts for like an hour, and then something happens, and then like a little thing happens here, and it's really, the only thing that's actually even slightly good is the ending. But besides that, any build-up, it just drags on for so long. So long. It's bad. It is really bad. I think I actually almost fell asleep at one point in the film. The scary parts aren't that scary either. Not at all. Or they there's really nothing scary in this. I mean, at one point the girl gets dragged out of her bed. Okay, whatever. A window cracks here, or she starts sleepwalking, or the door slams, or the covers come off, or it's really not that scary. And the thing is they take the element of surprise away, because you always know shit is gonna happen because you hear the ominous sound and the big footsteps and yeah, it really wasn't that scary at all. So that's one gripe I have with it. What else was I gonna say? Fuck. I forget. There was another point I was gonna make, but I completely forget. However, the only thing that may be rewarding, and again, spoiler alert, if you do not want to hear the ending, stop it here. But spoiler alert, the only thing that was rewarding was the ending was kind of freaky. I guess there's 3 endings, because I saw the film and then I talked to someone that was at school and they saw the film and they got a different ending. The ending I saw was the chick wakes up from her bed, she walks over to her boyfriend, stares at him for like a half hour, then walks downstairs, screams, he comes down to check, there's dead silence. All you see is you hear footsteps, and then something flies at the screen, and it's the dead body of the boyfriend. She's just standing there, like, mesmerized, and she starts sniffing his body, and then she looks at the camera and just, like, jumps at you. So that's the ending I saw, but my friend saw that. He saw, not my friend, one of the kids I go to school said that he saw an ending where, she, like, all you see is in the morning her boyfriend is dead and you see her with a knife crying and like the police come up and the door slams and they start shooting her because they're scared. I guess there's another ending, and then I looked online, there's another ending with her running around slitting her neck. I mean, how fucked up is that? She's like, oh my god, oh. But yeah, spoiler has ended, even though who's gonna know when the spoilers end. But the ending was the only satisfying part, and it wasn't even a scary ending, it was more or less like a creepy ending. But, this is not a scary film. I guess if you get startled easily, you might like this film, but, it drags on, and that's the biggest part of it. See, if they did all the scary stuff, or the stuff they claim is scary throughout the whole film, I would recommend this to people, but the fact that it drags on for so long, really hurts it. So that's one thing that's just, I think the biggest flaw is it just drags on so long. Kind of like this review, it's just dragging on so long. It's not scary. The actors are probably the only thing that brings anything good to it. Another thing is that they're stupid people. There's one point this is what I was trying to think of that I just forgot about, but there's one point where they had the Ouija board out and the girlfriend gets pissed because she didn't want the Ouija board in. So the guy's like, okay, fuck it. They go out, and the camera's left on. And the Ouija board starts to move. Okay, that's a little freaky. And then it catches on fire. And the guy watches the film, and he makes no references to it at all. You'd think he would sit down with his girlfriend and be like, well, yeah, shit's definitely going down. Things just caught on fire. You'd think that would be something he would tell his girlfriend, but it's not made any reference to any bit at all throughout the whole entire film. But like I said, the acting was the only thing that was semi-rewarding about this. It wasn't a scary film, it wasn't that enjoyable film, it just drags on so long. So, save yourself some money, don't see it, it's not worth it. So yeah, that's my review. Paranormal Activity, definitely a flop in my eyes. Bad film. This is Andrew saying peace out for now.